Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is February 23rd, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
I'm Fiona Shea.
And I'm Ryan Graham.
And today we're losing it over Bonnie Blue's pregnancy announcement, racial slurs thrown at Michael B. Jordan at the BAFTAs, and Manon's hiatus from Katseye.
I just realized that I'm wearing blue a la Bonnie Blue.
Miss Bonnie Blue.
I was like, I didn't even do that purposely. And I'm on theme for my subject.
But are you wearing child?
Oh.
Because she
is.
No,
wearing
I'm
with
not.
child.
I'm not wearing with child.
I'm going to be honest. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you got it, Ryan.
I don't think I know who Bonnie Blue is. And I think that might be because I'm straight. And
don't worry.
Okay,
you're going to find out. You're going to find out
Please,
today. Yeah.
I assume...
And you're going to be aghast. Don't even look ahead. Don't even look ahead. Just let it be a surprise.
Perfect. Great.
Let Fiona lay it out for you
because I'm
nicely.
straight. LOL, because I'm gay.
Because
not
you're straight.
Yeah, sorry. Freudian slip. Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, whoa,
That's
sorry.
an embarrassing one.
My mask fell.
That's really embarrassing.
I've been cosplaying gay for years. Yeah, you know.
My mask.
You do have a shirt on right now that says sex. Crossed out
because it's no sex. This is my Virginity Rocks shirt. On the back it says premarital sex kills. So this is like my
that is really straight of you.
It is.
That's really straight.
I've been red pilled, and so you know I'm on my bro save it for marriage journey.
Where'd you get that? In Missouri, my friend?
You know, Brigham Young University.
Wow. You in there with the Mormon wives?
Yes, I am. That's
doing
right.
Mormon wife things.
So you weren't getting into any trouble this weekend, Ryan? You had a sex-free weekend?
I did. I had a sex-free weekend. I'm trying to even think, what did I do this weekend? This is like my first free weekend in a long time, so I was pretty chill. I know I cleaned. I did have like I went and saw Sweeney Todd. There's like, it's in town. There's a musical in town, and so I went and saw it, and questionable, but this whole weekend there was someone singing, like the lead in it was not great, and I feel like there's been, maybe my ear is wrong, because there's been another person that everyone's like, wow, I love the sound of this, and I'm like, am I hearing the same thing you all are hearing? And I'm like, maybe my ears are wrong, because people seem to really enjoy the singing of things that I think are abhorrent. I'll leave it at that. Can you
tell us who the other person is, or do you not? Or do you not want to?
Right.
Very discreetly
you feel like
said,
it?
and there's another singer who people seem to like.
Do tell.
People were lined around the block too, and perhaps it's just because it was a Hillary Duff meet and greet. And I'll give you that. You know what? I understand maybe wanting to meet Hillary Duff, but I've heard several people explicitly saying that they enjoy that album. I listened to it. I got into the first 49 seconds, and I was like, I have to turn this off because I do not like the sound of her voice. Hillary Duff is a lovely person.
You're dragging poor Hillary on Freshly Popped.
I love Hillary. I want to point it out. I love Hillary. On my other podcast, I just did a Lizzie McGuire episode. It's doing well. I love her.
We kind of need to go on record and
I need to make it
very
dead-ass clear.
Agreed.
That we do love and respect
If you ever wanted to come talk to us, Miss Duff, we would happily take it. Please. Yeah. Okay. Wait, speaking of Hillary Duff.
Let me take that clip down, dragging her husband first.
Speaking of Hillary Duff, have you guys seen this interview that she did? I don't even know. I don't know what it was with, BBC maybe. And she's talking to the journalist. It's a real journalist interview, you guys. Think about that. Yeah. And he asked her if that song on the new album is about her sister, the one that is clearly about her sister. And she pretty much says yes. Like, she says it is about her sister. She says the loneliest experience in her life right now is being without her sister, who she considers her other half. She knows a lot of other people are dealing with something similar. She never outright says that the reason that they don't speak is because her sister's Trumpy. But that little tidbit about other people experiencing something similar, to me, felt like confirmation of that. And that could be me reading too far into it.
Okay, so there was speculation that she and her sister have fallen out over politics.
Exactly.
Okay, I didn't realize it was over politics. That makes sense.
And now her sister is posting pictures of her daughter, her sister daughter, Haley's daughter, with Ashley Tisdale's daughter. And, you know, Ashley Tisdale and Hillary Duff are beefing, you know, and so people are speculating that Haley is doing it to get Hillary's attention because they're not on speaking terms, or like to make her upset, or because she's jealous because Hillary is having this resurgence. She's on a world tour. She's doing all this stuff. And Haley feels a way about not being in the spotlight. Similarly, Hillary mentions having a strained relationship with her dad on the album, and she addresses that during the interview as well. And she says it must be hard for her dad to watch one person have all the fame and all the success in the family. And I'm like, damn, she is so mature and so. Because what do you mean it must be hard to watch? It's your kid have fame and success. Like, is your masculinity really that fragile that you can't watch your daughter have the success in the family?
You're saying she's mature for looking at it that way, not saying "fuck you, Dad, I'm your
Not
daughter."
saying,
You
"Fuck
should
you,
be,
Dad."
you should be happy for me, and you should be over the moon about all of this. Okay, I see.
Exactly. She's super mature for being able to like.
It is really odd to when kids become famous and recognizing that the parents are jealous or there's resentment there or whatever. Because I luckily don't have parents who necessarily have any sort of kind of like feelings about my success like that. But there are a lot of people who do.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
No. Well, how's New York City, Sequoia? Before
New
we
York
get into
is
it, give us
so-
a East Coast update.
It is blizzarding here. There's a blizzard. I was outside yesterday, went to lunch for my friend's birthday, and then we walked to matcha in the middle of the blizzard. It was a mistake. It was certainly a mistake. The wind was going everywhere. I didn't realize, and forgive me, I didn't realize that you were supposed to take an umbrella into the snow. For some reason, it being
I don't
not
think that you're
liquid
supposed
rain,
to do that.
so many people had an umbrella.
Really?
So many
I've
people had
never
umbrellas.
Seen
Okay,
that.
I guess.
Oh,
because
okay,
it's
so
like,
okay. So I'm not tripping because I was like,
No, you're not tripping. You're not
I've
tripping.
never thought about that.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's different.
That's smart. But
No,
I
it's
never
definitely
was
smart.
using an umbrella in the snow.
Okay.
In my
I never
23
did
years on
either.
the East Coast.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
because you guys are both from. So it does snow in Missouri, doesn't it?
It
Right?
does. Yeah. We
Okay.
get snow.
I'm like, yeah, I
'cause
didn't know that you were supposed to take an umbrella into this.
It
so I
falls
was,
slower and it's not like immediately wet. So that's why I was like, why would you need an umbrella? But sure.
But
Yeah.
maybe the blizzard is a little bit different. I
it's
suppose.
windy. It definitely has some wind, some whipping aspects to it. So
Okay.
Interesting.
But it is
it's
beautiful. Like I'm looking out this window. I've seen active snowfall, but never like white, fluffy, fresh, beautiful. Like it looks like I can go outside and make a snowman, make a snow angel. It's so nice.
I'm happy you're getting to experience a little winter wonderland moment.
Me too. And I came in right on time because they just cut off TSA pre-check like hours after I
We do.
left and landed. So
We live in the ghetto, y'all. That's so crazy that they're
Yeah,
like,
it's getting
sorry, we can't
bad.
afford TSA pre-check anymore. That's not happening.
So you better
Insane.
refund me, bitch, because I paid for that. So yeah,
It is
run me my money
crazy.
back then.
It is crazy.
Okay, well, should we
What'd
get
you do
into
this
the
weekend?
stories?
Oh yeah.
I'll briefly run it back. I went to Friday night, a little ravey moment for a EDM DJ that my friends who are in town like. That was really fun. Hit the club, funny moments, and have my digital camera flicking it up with all the people. Saturday, a little engagement party for one of my friends who just got engaged, which was excellent, very lovely. Went to a friend's goodbye drinks at a wine bar, and then yesterday started cleaning out my closet because I'm gearing up to move. April 1, trying to live solo, live that single Sex in the City lifestyle. So yeah, feeling good about everything. Excited for the week. Excited to chat today with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me get into it. I'll just tell you guys about Bonnie Blue. Ryan, I can't believe you don't know who Bonnie Blue is.
I think I do. I really, please let me know because I don't recognize his name.
Okay, so Bonnie Blue is an adult content creator. She's known for doing all of these like pretty wild challenges. She's Australian and she kind of lived a normal life for a couple of years there. She's about, I want to say she's 26 years old. Yeah, she was born in 1999. She was working normal jobs for a little and then realized how much money she could make off of OnlyFans. Like she started dabbling with it, picking up the checks real quick, and kind of just like had a fascination for, I think her first stunt was going to a spring break of sorts and sleeping with a bunch of like barely legal guys, videoing it, making content for it. So then she started kind of like upping the ante for the shock value and started doing like, I'm sleeping with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. I'm going, and I'm going to film it and I'm going to post it on OnlyFans. She then got kicked off of OnlyFans in 2025 because she was going to do this challenge. I'll read a little description of it because it's a little weird. She was banned in June after announcing and then later canceling an event in which she would be tied up naked inside a glass box with the goal of having sex with 2,000 men. So OnlyFans booted her off. They said, "Babe, you're pushing it too far for us."
That's
now
crazy.
she makes content on a platform called Fansly, which I am not super familiar with.
Sure.
But the most recent update with Bonnie Blue is she posted a YouTube video herself announcing that she was pregnant following a mission called Bonnie Blue's Breeding Mission, in which she slept with over 400 men. They were all tested for STDs, but they all were finishing inside her.
Ooh.
So the YouTube video is, it's like a vlog style. And she's like sitting in the bathroom, like after the shower, and she's like, "Okay, guys, I'm going to go take a pregnancy test. I'll be right back." She takes the test. She comes back and she goes, "So, yep, I'm pregnant. I got to chat GPT what to do next because I don't really know." And then it pans. The vlog continues. It's the next day. She's like, "Yes, I'm going to the doctor. I tested positive," referring to the pregnancy.
yeah,
I tested positive. I said, "Oh, honey, that's not the right verbiage," but okay. She goes into the doctor's office. She's doing the ultrasound, and she's very calm because then we find out at the end of the YouTube video, she's like, "Oh yeah, so I guess the mission was a success because this is 2 weeks after I just did my 400-man breeding mission." And then the YouTube video and she doesn't necessarily say, "So let's go find out who the father is," but there is a note in some of the articles that I read that she did collect DNA from all of the men who participated in the challenge. So I guess she's gonna be able to find out.
I have to imagine that there was like a clause that like, if you are the father, not that you're like responsible, but like it is possible that you might end up with a child from this challenge. There's so many thoughts I have. I just don't get. I feel like this is the TikTokification of like porn. Does that make sense? Like, you know how like YouTubers, they're like, how more ridiculous can I be?
Yeah.
This is that. And I feel like this is, of course, the natural progression of things where we're going. And I don't want to shame sex work, but this feels like there has to be a line and we've crossed it, right? I'm not even in a Puritan way. This just feels like a lot. No,
there go that Missouri again, child. There go that Missouri. No,
Missouri?
I'm joking.
Maybe.
It does feel egregious to me.
Wow.
It does feel egregious to me only because, okay, this one feels particularly ridiculous to me because you are bringing a real life, living, breathing human into the planet, and under these circumstances feels like you're setting them up for a much more difficult life than is fair for them to have, especially purposefully. So
Correct.
I don't really like playing with humans at all. But I don't. This feels like a safety hazard to me. When she was doing the I sleep with X amount of 1,000 men in 24 hours, I was like, this is gonna fuck your body up, babe. In general, like, period, it's gonna fuck your vagina up. If nothing else, you're gonna have friction and pain and all types of tears and all types of stuff going on in your vagina. But I mean, that's your business, I guess. And then I wonder how much
I'm more worried about your vagina,
you know what I mean? Than you are. I can't be more worried about your pussy than you. And then the other thing I worry about is how much cum can one body withhold? 400 men dumping in you repeatedly. How much? There's only so much that a little womb can have. I don't know.
I can't. You're correct. Like you said, there's nowhere there's that much space in there. So you have to. Unless it's just like, oh, never mind. We're gonna go into
unless
a whole...
you know what I mean. Because again, like you said, the TikTokification. So there's a visual element to being a cream pie, as porn likes to call it. And so maybe it just is just a bunch of cream.
That motion.
Hate it.
Stop. Okay, wait, I have a piece of information that's kind of interesting. So Bonnie Blue, before she started her adult content creation career, she was married and she was trying to get pregnant with her husband. So this is in her early 20s, and she had fertility issues. So I think that there was also part of this where she thought, and she in interviews has mentioned like, yeah, I wanted to have a kid but couldn't. Then OnlyFans took off and I started going down this path. So maybe there was part of her that thought that she couldn't get pregnant. Who the hell knows? It was called the breeding mission. So she also knew what she was getting herself into. The vlog feels super casual. It feels very flippant, but you're announcing that you're pregnant. So it's like, okay, I imagine that you'll carry the baby to full term if you can. It just feels kind of all very much for views and likes and clicks and watch time. And I completely agree. Bringing a baby into this world under those kind of motivations doesn't feel totally positive to me.
Right.
It's very much the Mr. Beast of porn, and
Yes,
that is
yes.
weird. Yeah. Also, because people, if and when she carries this baby to term, that baby is going to be like quasi famous, and then people will follow that baby's life. So like, not only are you putting them in a weird position just kind of like by how this baby got here, but then there's like this gawk and like this voyeurism into this child's life for the rest of their life. And it's like, it's wholly unfair on so many levels. And yeah, if it was just you and your vagina, like, go off, like you have the right to do all those things that you want to do. I would make different choices, but I'm not going to stop you from making your choices. But now you are affecting someone else's choices, and that is wrong. And I get why OnlyFans would kick you off.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
the tie up, the thing that she got kicked off of OnlyFans for was wanting to be tied up in a glass box or something, and then I think, and I could be wrong about this. Correct me in the comments if I am. The thought was, let men do whatever they want to me.
Yeah,
and that was kind of like a performance art.
Yes,
for lack of a better word, thing. I know that there was an artist a while ago that did something similar, just to show how vile men can be. And so this, in my brain, felt like Bonnie Blue's attempt to do something similar, even if, because that's ultimately what would have ended up happening. She was going to show how vile men can be, even if that wasn't necessarily her intention. So that felt different.
Yeah.
To me. I am surprised OnlyFans kicked her off for that specifically and not
I'm more so
something
meant
else.
like they probably saw the writing on the wall. Like, I know that they're different events, but it's just like I'm sure that they're like, OnlyFans is also trying to be less porny. Like, they know that that's kind of what they are known for, and they don't want to be known as like they don't want to be known. They try to have comedians come on there. There was a specific time where they were actively trying to recruit people to do things other than sex work because they don't want that to be their thing. So I also understand. They were like, we see where this is going. Let's cut it off now.
Yeah,
but
Patreon came in and took that market from them.
Correct,
I feel like the exclusive content
Certainly.
market. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of waited too long to almost like rebrand. But I have heard something similar. So it's an interesting conversation because I think as all of us are, it's like live and let live, do what you want. But it gets to a point where you're kind of like, she is now inspiring Bonnie Blue. A lot of other creators are taking note and seeing how many views she's getting, just like the Mr. Beast. So then it's all, everyone's competing and trying to up the ante, and then it's like, where do we draw the line?
Where do we stop?
Where the hell is the line?
When is this not? Yeah, when is this not appropriate? When is this not fun? You know what else was inappropriate, deeply inappropriate this weekend?
Yeah.
Just yesterday, actually. Yeah. Sinners actors Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were called the N-word with a hard ER at the 2026 BAFTA Awards ceremony. So what happened was the pair were on stage. They were reading the teleprompter and presenting an award when John Davidson, an activist and longtime educator on Tourette's syndrome, was heard yelling the N-word during a quiet moment. John Davidson was present at all because his life story was turned into a BAFTA-nominated biopic called I Swear. BAFTA's host, Alan Cumming, also Trader's host, addressed John's repeated outbursts twice. So, just for reference, that wasn't the only time that he had an outburst when he called them the N-word. He was having outbursts throughout the show. Alan Cummings addressed the repeated outbursts twice. The second is what caught people's attention. He said, quote, "The tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette syndrome has no control over their language. We apologize if you are offended."
Hate
if you
Yeah.
are offended. Many folks online are upset because the BAFTAs aren't live, notoriously aren't live. They're taped on a 2-hour delay. So the channel that the BAFTAs were aired on, BBC One, managed
That's kind
to
of odd.
they managed to edit out several moments that they found
No.
inappropriate, including,
No.
let me tell you, including a joke Alan Cummings made comparing the plot of Zootopia 2 to the current political climate in the US. Paul Thomas Anderson telling people
Okay.
who don't think movies are good anymore to, quote, piss right off. And filmmaker Akinola Davies Jr. saying free Palestine while accepting an award for his debut feature, My Father's Shadow.
That's so, because I was gonna say I knew it was delayed, but I was like, oh, maybe this was like a moment that they like it's like in the middle of announcing. But the fact that they could edit someone's speech means, oh, you're actively choosing to leave this in. All of it is weird to me in the sense that like I understand you're making accommodations for someone's disability, but like someone's accommodations can't like deeply offend other people. I'm saying something about making accommodations for someone being harmful to another group of people feels like it's not an accommodation anymore. Like, why do I have to be embarrassed to accommodate you? I understand maybe being uncomfortable in terms of like maybe he's just outbursts in general, but like this feels like a deep offense, and so your accommodations can't be harmful like that. That's not fair, because at that point it's not accommodating anymore, and why do I have to be embarrassed for that? And then I have to
100%.
stand there and smile and like deal with it, because if I, Michael B. Jordan, say fuck you, or like if I do anything, now I'm an asshole. And I feel like it's not fair, it's
100%.
not right to make your accommodation my thing that I have to jump over and be the good guy. That's fucked up. That's not fair.
1000%. Delroy Lindo, just moments ago, was quoted saying he wished someone from BAFTA spoke to him afterward. So no one spoke to them
Come
afterwards.
on.
Come on.
And,
This
and
is crazy.
BBC finally apologized today. In a statement, BBC spokesperson said, quote, some viewers may have heard strong and offensive language during the BAFTA Film Awards. This arose from involuntary verbal tics associated with Tourette's syndrome, and as explained during the ceremony, it was not intentional. We apologize that this was not edited out prior to broadcast, and it will now be removed from the version on BBC iPlayer.
All right, no one's watching this shit on iPlayer. Wait, it's so crazy because they
agree.
could have just like the technology is so advanced. I was thinking in my mind, oh, could they not edit it out because it was in such an important moment when Michael B. Jordan was on stage when they were receiving the award, whatever. But it's like I know you can just mute that
You
little
can.
isolated part.
And I want, like, I guess part of me thinks like they don't like it's one of those things where it's like, do you show it, do you not? Because it's like there's the other side of this story where they
That's
edit
true.
it out, but then like I there's a level of like I understand like if you couldn't edit it, but the fact that we can is the problem. But in a world where it's like, oh, this is an important moment, we have to leave it in because like Michael B. Jordan, his face is clearly like, and it's like, okay, we for context have to add that, and you know that like the clip, if they didn't post it, the clip would have come on the internet, and it's like, do we show it anyway because we know that this is going to come out regardless? But at the end of the day, it's the if this offended you, or you may have heard strong language. I'm like, no, call it what it is. Like that's to me, that's the bigger issue, is that like it's not an if, it's not a you may have heard, you did, and it was offensive. And like Alan Cummings should have been like, this was offensive, I'm sorry. Or not me, Alan specifically, he didn't do it, but you know what I mean? Like speaking for BBC, this was offensive, that's fucked up, I'm sorry.
100%.
For
BBC,
sure.
you definitely heard something that was offensive, we're sorry. Like
For sure.
don't say maybe and if, because there is no if, ands, or maybes about it. It
Right.
was offensive. You
There
know
was
what I
two
mean?
people on stage who were victimized actually
Correct.
tonight. So there is no if we were offended. We watched black people be called nigger on stage today. So yeah, they were offended. I was offended, actually.
Yeah, it's like two things can be, it's that classic two
Yeah.
things can be true at the same time, where it's like, yes, people can understand Tourette's syndrome
Sure.
and that this happened, and we can hold space for that, but everyone in the room can also feel like, yeah, we're offended. We need to put this all out on the table. I can't believe no one even went up to them from BAFTA after. Give me a freaking break. They just go off stage and they go back to their seats. Everyone's just like sitting there looking at them. Like,
Isn't that
there's
crazy?
No,
I
there's
hate
no
that.
respect.
Like what's going through.
There's
And
no
I have
respect.
two additional thoughts on it. One, nobody cares when black people have a disability that causes them to act erratically, as we've seen with Kanye West. One.
Good point.
Two, damn, I can't remember that second one. But just know that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because yes, it's like, I also just don't get, I don't fully I do not have Tourette's. I don't think I even know someone in my life who does. I hate that, like, because what if maybe what if he was just saying something bad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think that's what this person was doing. I'm just annoyed by this whole thing.
No, I get it. The other thing that I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
You reminded me. I don't have Tourette's. I don't know anybody with Tourette's. So I've been reading about it, reading people with Tourette's accounts about this situation. I saw someone with Tourette's allegedly on Threads say your tics have like a season. So like generally you know what tics you have at any given moment. New ones don't generally present. You know what I mean? Like they start presenting over time, but it's not common that you'll have the first tic at a moment like this. So his tic right now might be the N-word. You know what I mean? Like one of his common tics in this season of his life might be the N-word, which means he knew that ahead of time, and other people probably knew that ahead of time. So accommodations should have been made. I think my issue is no accommodations were made. Like, it's like you just sat this man with Tourette's in the audience knowing that something like this could happen, and what, you just hope that it wouldn't happen? I don't understand what the thought process was there, because if you know that this is a fully involuntary thing, there's nothing he can do that can control that, which means that it is your responsibility, BBC, BAFTA, it is your responsibility to make sure that other people do not get hurt by something that is fully outside of his control, but nobody took those precautions.
I know, and unfortunately his family, you know, like people around him and close to him, it seems like didn't really set him up for success, you know, like I'm sure that he probably feels terrible, and everyone around him hopefully feels terrible, but it's like, you literally you put him in there and say, good luck. Hopefully you don't say the
almost as though they don't believe
in season
that Tourette's are real. Like almost as though like they think like, oh, he's going to control it during the ceremony. So what is it? I'm seeing a lot of people calling Black people who are upset by this ableist, because they're saying that Black people don't understand that this is fully involuntary, yada yada yada. Don't piss me off, first of all. But second of all, it feels ableist to sit that man in the audience and expect him to shut the fuck up. That feels ableist, actually, to me.
I also feel like the response to it all is what makes it even more harmful. Is that like, because it's one thing to have that critique of Black people and being ableist, if on the back end everyone was very apologetic and very like, hey, we know something.
That's a good point.
Like, I could. It's a bad take in general, but that take would make more sense if on the back end people were like, you know what, this bad thing happened, we're sorry. But it's the fact that also no one seems to be apologizing or understanding that I'm like, there's no accountability on the back end. So like, I don't think you can call Black people out.
Exactly.
In general, because no one's apologizing.
You edit out a joke about Zootopia, but you can't. You can't edit this out.
You edit out piss right off.
It shows where the priorities lie.
Stop.
Like
it's
it's
like
just
people expect Black people to suffer. Like it's like, oh yeah, that happened to Black people because like that's what happens to them. Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo, they're on stage. Yeah, they got okay.
Feels humiliation ritually. Like it's like especially because like I know that Sinners became very decorated at the BAFTAs, so it feels very humiliation ritual. Like where it's like you guys are going to be soaring high, but you can't soar too high. It feels there's a level of that to it that's all right. It's annoying. I don't mixed feelings about it, because I understand like people who are differently abled and like those communities go through lots, but I feel like again someone's accommodations can't be someone else's humiliation. Like I don't think that's fair or right. That's
period
fucked up to me. Speaking of Black people and you know Black people and people trying to make them suffer. Katseye member Manon recently this weekend announced that she will be taking a hiatus to focus on her health and well-being, but many fans are calling out that this might be the soft launch of them phasing her out of the group. They've been seeing lots of things happening over the past few months with Katseye that suggests that this might be more pointed. So, Katseye made an announcement on Friday that Manon Bannerman would be taking a temporary hiatus. Then she would be returning when the time is right. There was a Glossier campaign that they did recently that Katseye went and took a photo with, but they they specifically, or they curiously didn't have Manon in the picture. I want to share this image because even the way that they are standing outside of the billboard is sketch. So let me show
Manon's
you.
not in the picture, nor is she
hidden.
in the ad.
Yeah,
like they
that's what I'm
hide her in
saying.
the ad, and she's not in the picture.
Correct. So it's pulled up here. Let me zoom in on this. So as you can see, Catseye's here. They said that Manon was not feeling well on this day, and that's why she wasn't in this photo. But even the way that they have angled this, Manon would be here behind. I don't remember this member's name, but yeah. So she is hidden in this ad right here. You see all 5 girls. You see all the 5 girls up top, and then she's just kind of like, oh, not there. And the very next day, Manon actually goes to take videos at this billboard where she does it by herself. So they're like, oh shit, and it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, you guys couldn't wait a day. Like,
it's getting weird.
It is. It's getting very, very weird.
It's getting weird.
Oh, there it is.
And Manon being the sole black member
black girl
of Catseye, it just doesn't bode well. This isn't a good look.
People are comparing it to like how Normani was treated during her run with
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony. How Little Mix also had a similar situation. It's like a very repeatable format when these like girl groups who are formed together, the one black girl gets called out. They even made like a fan quiz, like asking like who's your personality types, yada yada yada. And Manon was like labeled as the lazy one, and like it just they're like it's really weird how they're like.
She is
framing
so beautiful. It's like actually
she's also a model.
Sickening.
She's literally a model.
She
and
was
singer.
also
So like, it's
the
one of those things
only
where like she's
member-
getting.
She was the only member of Catseye that was
Oh,
recruited.
you muted yourself.
Did I mute myself? Am I talking? Hello?
You're
Here?
back. You're back now. Yeah,
Okay.
you're back now.
She's the only member of Catseye who was recruited for Catseye. So everybody else auditioned.
Right.
And they reached out to Manon to ask her to come be in Catseye. She is effectively the face. A lot of people consider her the face of Catseye.
She also has lots of her own. She like has her own music separately. Like she's not independent artist, but she is a solo act in her own thing. And they believe that Hybe is like punishing her for wanting to and continuing to have like a solo career outside of this group. One thing that got even weirder is that Daniela Albanzini, her dad, is trolling in the comments. So there have been several comments that he is like left. I'll share some screenshots of those too.
And Daniela is another member.
Yeah, Daniela's another
Catseye.
member of Catseye. Yes, her dad is the one who is having comments.
Wow.
So
a grown man.
A grown man.
Like, a grown man in young girls' business.
Correct. Kind of crazy. So he's like he's in different people's comments where they're like, we need girls who can grind. Catseye is a powerhouse. The show must go on, he says. This is Raphael Avanzini here.
Oh, grind meaning like work hard.
Yes, not grind on each other.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's like basically again they're saying
I know those girls. They can all. I watch the Grammys. They can all throw in a circle.
There was a video where someone posted, they're saying that Manon is officially leaving, and he responds, come back when you're ready to work. And then another group was saying, I'm the hugest girl group fan and normally okay when members are leaving, but Catseye is a set of 6, and he replies, 5 is okay too. So it just feels lots of like the fact that her dad is also commenting. I know the parents can be a little protective around their children, but I just feel like he's going out of his way to be mean about her leaving. It feels less like she is leaving for her health and more of like they are trying to push her out. It makes me sad because I feel like this trope of like black girls and girl groups getting death threats, being labeled as difficult, all these different things happen to black women a lot outside of girl groups, but even specifically in them, they get way harsher treatment, and it makes me sad. I do hope that it is just her really taking a mental health break and that this isn't more nefarious, but I don't know, some of that evidence is getting a little sketch, if you will.
The other day, maybe yesterday, I see that Manon liked a TikTok that was talking about like the racism of Catseye and her exclusion from the group. Now she liked it, so she's quietly, you know.
And it was crazy. She did it, and then that TikTok blew up because she liked it, and then people called it out. She had to go back and unlike it, and so the creator like made it another video where she was like, I know that TikTok blew up specifically after she liked it. She was like, I assumed after that happened, Manon would come back and unlike it. So she did officially unlike it again, but it was like noted that she liked that video. And it sucks because I feel like these girls get wrapped in these contracts, and it's like you're forced in a lot of ways to be there. So I don't know. Prayers for Manon. Again, gorgeous, talented girl, so she would more than likely be okay.
Yeah,
but it
she'll
sucks
be
she has to
okay.
go through
I
this.
know
Yeah.
it does.
But yeah, she
I'll
will
be here for
okay.
the solo career when she comes out with it.
Right? I'm saying I'm down for it.
And don't think my eyes are on you, Katseye, because at the Grammys when you screamed fried chicken at me, I felt the racism then. I didn't like it. Fried chicken, gnarly. I said, what do you
Didn't
mean
like
fried
it.
chicken gnarly? Don't dark energy.
I'm pretty sure
Bad
they had
vibes.
a mammy pop up on screen when they said it. Too.
They did. A dark skinned
Oh,
mammy popped up.
I was like,
It
shut
sure
up. No,
did.
I didn't
It sure
see
did. I heard it.
She was cooking, Aunt Jemima was cooking
know what's
fried
crazy?
chicken in the background.
I also heard that they went to the
On the side
BAFTAs,
of the
and
stage.
it wasn't, man, it was actually the other members. They were at the BAFTAs screaming.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
So
watching, opening your third eye, people.
open it up. Open it up.
It's all connected.
It is all connected, and so are we. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Freshly Popped. Don't forget you can follow us on all of your social pages, on all of our social pages. Keep this conversation going. Like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, all of the things, and we will see you all tomorrow, everybody. You've been popped.